Whittlesea 3-3-21. Umpire holds the ball off for the second quarter. Bland and Barrow jump for it. Barrow just taps it into Bland, and now Bland able to get the first possession, gets a handball out, but can't find anyone in particular. Bounces out to Barnes, who gets the first kick inside forward 50 for Diamond Creek, but that's intercepted by the Whittlesea defender at half-back. So it looks to go the outer side and will go towards the wing. Carter's there sitting under it. Marshall just nudges him under the ball, and there has been a free kick paid. It is against Marshall. The umpire pointed the wrong way, but Marshall just nudged Carter under that ball and has given away the free kick. So Carter just on centre wing will look to send Whittlesea inside forward 50 to start this second term. It's going to go long, but the intercept mark is taken for Diamond Creek, and they'll look to repel out of defence now.
So Randall chipping ball. The Creekers will get it towards the middle of the ground. It's Eagles that probably have the numbers.
Good mark.
They're able to get a really strong barrel. Now it's Higgins again. He's taken a couple already for Whittlesea in this quarter. Goes towards centre wing broadcast side. Bouncing ball that again favours the Eagles numbers-wise. And they're able to win it out through Murphy, who's 55 out from goal. And that kick's just asking a bit too much for his forward and was also too wide and out of bounds on the full.
Just on the wrong side for a left footer. Just couldn't get onto his right boot to kick it inside forward 50. So Diamond Creek will have it in the last line of defence here. It'll be a long kick out to the wing. Bland's going to be the only one that flies to this ball. Is Clancy, and he'll take that mark and send the Eagles straight back inside forward 50. It's a 3-on-3 contest coming over the top and a big spoil, but it's going to come to ground, and Ty Bland is going to run into goal and kick the first of the second quarter for the Eagles and close that lead back to 3 points. The Eagles 4-3-27, trailing Diamond Creek 5 straight 30.
Well, front and centre work there from Ty Bland, Zach. There weren't too many tall targets, but you knew as soon as that ball went to ground, the Eagles were able to cover it, and Bland with the left foot kicks truly.
Well, he wasn't the only one, like you said, there at front and centre. There was about 3 or 4 Eagles players lining up, waiting for the little handball receive shot at goal. Ty Bland was the lucky one that he was in the right eyesight for his teammate to be able to give it to him, and well done on him taking that opportunity directly in front to kick truly, and good start by the Eagles to make sure that they get the first score on the board.
So they trail by 3 points in the early stages of this second quarter. 4-3 plays 5 straight. In the middle we go. It's Barrow getting the tap. Falls, though, at the full of the ball. Carter be cleared away by the Eagles to a 1-on-1. Langford's in front and takes the mark. He's got numbers on the side, and he decides to give it off. High ball by Shinmoni towards half forward, and it's going to be a free kick against Harry Beattie. Just pushing his opponent away from the footy, and so the Creekers again at half back, who again we don't feel like they've been as composed in this area of the ground as we've seen from him in recent years. Down the line they go towards centre wing. Barrow's going to have to fly. Clancy Bland did as well, but didn't complete the grab. And at the bottom is Higgins.
I feel like we saw the first kind of 5-10 minutes of the game. Diamond Creek were happy to just chip the ball along half back and try and find targets, but Whittlesea have cut those avenues off, and it's really forced Diamond Creek to go long as the ball replayed here, and Tyler Barnes caught with it, but he's tackled dangerously by Thomas Falls. So he'll have the ball defensive side of centre wing for the Creekers. He's going to go with a short ball to a teammate who does take that mark. Almost 50 metres. The Whittlesea defender knocked the ball out of his hands just as he took possession. So Matthew Brennan has it. Sends Diamond Creek inside forward 50s. Almost a fly at the back. It's going to come down. Snap towards goal is smothered. And Ty Bland able to clean up for the Eagles and kick it towards centre wing. But it's going to come straight back if Marshall can take possession. He and the Whittlesea opponent just wrap each other up. And eventually Marshall goes to ground. So it's Whittlesea going inside forward 50. And taking the mark there is Dyson. He's going to wheel around onto his right boot immediately. And it is going to be a 3-on-2 contest in favour of Whittlesea. But they can't take advantage. The Diamond Creek defenders do really well. A handball out through Lewis. But it is wrapped up. And shrugging a tackle is Beattie. He shrugs a couple of tackles, snaps one over his head towards goal. It's going to go right to the goal line. But Compose tries to spoil it over the line, but it's gone out to the pocket. Shinmoni gets the handball and eventually gets out of bounds. So Diamond Creek get out of jail there. A couple of moments that looked very dangerous.
Well, this forward 50 stoppage, the Eagles can say thank you to Higgins for that goal-saving smother on Jarvis that started that transition to play to get it to where it is now. It's those little things that could go a long way today.
Beattie looking for Falls. Incorrect disposal of the footy. Jack Morley as well, you can thank as well for his effort against Marshall there on the outer side to allow the Eagles to win possession. But the Young Guns are standing up a little bit here as Diamond Creek look to clear it away. They're uncertain. That's been the theme so far. 2-on-2 on centre wing broadcast side. Murphy, good mark over Kankampar. And what did he do with the left? Going to chip it towards half forward. A good kick as well to Hobbs.
It's completely unopposed. You can't let Lucas Hobbs off like that.
Not at all. And he might not seem 100% on the shot on goal, but I think he'll be looking to set this one up. It's about 55 out, tight angle, and that's going to go on the full. Let's see, he was a bit hesitant about it from the start, and the Creekers will win the ball back. But good signs here for Gary Ramsey's men in the first 5 minutes of the second quarter.
Definitely in just trying to keep this ball inside their forward half like they did for a period in the middle of that first quarter and just try and get a couple of scores on the board. But Diamond Creek looking to move it out now. Long kick out of defence. A big pack of players fly. Getting the spoil down for Whittlesea was Taplin. But it is wrapped up. And Brennan will have it for the Creekers. So ball thrown back up. And it's Bland and Barrow. Bland does get the tap down, but it's only Diamond Creek around the ball. And eventually the kick. Bland does well. The second effort to smother. It's come down to ground. No one able to take a clean possession. Wrapped up there is the Whittlesea player by Searle. And we'll have another stoppage on this half-forward flank for Whittlesea. Bland and Barrow doing battle once again. This time, both rucks get a hand to it. Falls just paddles it over the boundary line, and the ball will be thrown back into play.
Falls looks like the man that's going to take a bit more charge in this midfield alongside Tyke Bland, and that's not a bad idea either. He's been best in 3 of 7 games this year, and he's certainly someone that can have an impact in that position. Taplin misread the bounce as the clearance by Brennan was smothered. Tobin at ground level got the handle away. He is Falls. Kept the ball moving forward and did really well. Got the handball away to Higgins, and now Higgins sends it inside 50. Just works for Langford, who's going to be crunched in the tackle and then drop the footy in the process. Holding the ball, and there's the pressure from Diamond Creek we expect in the defensive 50. And again, they'll try again, but the ball has been played majority of the time in the forward half here for Whittlesea. Down the line they'll go. Just bounces short for Brennan, and then happy to see that one out of bounds is Eade. So between wing and half forward for Whittlesea, they trail by just 3 points. They've kicked the only goal of this second term after trailing by 9 points at quarter time. Boundary throwing. Barrow grabs it out of the ruck and gets a clearance, albeit not effective. It's going to be cut off by Eade right in front of the Diamond Creek bench. On the outer side, Eade, the best last week for the first time this season, goes towards half forward, and the mark well dropped in the end by Beattie. The Eagles can still move it forward. Handball will be okay as they enter it inside 50 to Whittlesea, and then it's going to be held up. It was Kane Johnson trying to push that forward, but another stoppage to come in the Eagles forward 50.
So it's just crucial they get another goal on the board and take the lead here for the Eagles. As the ball comes down, it's a big tackle laid. And it just wrapped up. So Falls laying that tackle on the outer side. And another ball up. There's going to be Beattie going up against Barrow, the ruck contest. Neither ruck able to get a hands onto it. Falls able to shrug off a tackle and get the ball onto his left boot. Right to the hot spot. It comes down to ground. Set upon by 2 Diamond Creek defenders. And now the ball will be thrown up. This is a very dangerous position right on the tip of the goal square for Whittlesea. Barrow taps it down. The Diamond Creek defenders happy to paddle that one over the line for a point. So Marshall does that and cuts the lead to 2 points. Whittlesea 4-4-28, trailing Diamond Creek 5 straight 30. 9.5 minutes gone, second quarter. And Marshall to take the kick out for Diamond Creek, just assesses his options. Got a pack of players in the centre square. And he's going to go long beyond the centre circle, it looks like. And a big mark taken. Going back with the flight is Paul Higgins. He's taken a couple of them this afternoon and just adds another to the highlight reel. He's going to go laterally to a teammate in Eade. He just goes short over the top to Taplin. He's called to play on immediately. He's got two Diamond Creek defenders to deal with. Wheels goes around Tobin. Kick on the right boot. Can't find a target. And it has been front-on contact. And it will go in favour of Ryan Donaldson. So he'll have the ball in the half-back flank for Diamond Creek.
So, as much as the Eagles are dominating, they haven't made the most of their opportunities against a Diamond Creek side we know don't give up much defensively. They don't want it to come back to bottom. Empey across goal to the other defensive pocket. Just works out. Short by Rennie to Searle. Searle in defensive 50 to Creekers. Has to take on a tackler Searle and does so with ease. Spearing ball towards this middle of the ground is cut off. Tyke Bland chipping ball. It's going to bounce okay for Carter, who keeps it moving forward. Searle applying pressure. Carter was able to punch out towards the forward half. So, Diamond Creek by 2 points. But as we said, the Eagles are pressing and not making the most of their chances. It's a credit to the Creekers, who are so disciplined in this area, despite the fact that they have looked a bit uncertain more than usual. They're going to try again here, Whittlesea, as the ball hits ground level. Cleared away though by the Creekers. Didn't bounce well for Tobin, who dived onto it. Now the Eagles again with the numbers. They can send it straight back in. Falls to the top of the goal square. Can they make it work? A little leap and a little mark by Beattie. Fantastic grab. He just waited at the perfect time. Knew it was going to hang in the air a little bit longer, and Beattie was just able to climb a little and take a mark as he looks for his second of the game.
The Diamond Creek defenders probably arguing that they both had hands on it at the same time, but Beattie just wrestled it away and took clean possession. So he's going to go back to hopefully kick his second goal of the afternoon and put Whittlesea back in front. It's really no angle to speak of, and the man on the mark standing 15 metres out from goal. So Beattie sends that one through. And it's his second goal of the day. Whittlesea back in front now. 5-4-34 the home side, leading Diamond Creek 5 straight 30.
Zach, he looks good. Harry Beattie inside forward 50 and just another one of those avenues to goals. And when he can mark like that, well, why not utilise him?
Definitely, and he looks like probably the Eagles' most dangerous forward out there today. Just with already the 2 goals, every time it's gone near him, he's tried to fly and crash the pack. Being the tallest forward as well, it always proves a problem for Diamond Creek, the Diamond Creek defenders who don't have anyone as tall as him at the moment. So great stuff from the 20-year-old who's got the 2 today so far, and he's put the Eagles back in front.
He's done at the reserves level this season, 17 goals in 6 games in the reserves. So now bringing that up to the senior level is Beattie, as the ball restarted back in middle of Whittlesea Showgrounds, and going to have a secondary stoppage, or is a free kick paid? It has been. So Tyke Bland will have it, and will look to capitalise for this Whittlesea side. Sends them back inside, forward 50. Hobbs is at the fall of the ball. 2 Diamond Creek players come over the top to smother. It falls into the hands of Murphy, and he's tackled. I think the Diamond Creek defenders thought he dropped it, wanted to play on, but the umpire does call for it. So the ball thrown back up inside, forward 50. Beattie does get the tap down for the Eagles. The tackle evaded. Shinmani gets the handball out to Falls, who just gets a scrub kick inside forward 50.
This is not good. Beattie is in a lot of pain at ground level, clutching his right knee.
I think just a pack of players just fell across him and took him out. So he's got back up to his feet, and he's going to come off the ground on his own accord. He is limping very heavily, though. And he's gone back to ground. So the trainer's with him now, and hope this one isn't too serious, because he's had a great day so far with those 2 goals.
It's another one of the young core of this Eagles group that have really been able to stamp their authority in the senior side. And it is good to see him coming off on his own, albeit still in a bit of pain, but he'll get assessed now, and fingers crossed it's nothing too major for Beattie. As we resume in the middle, it's going to be a stoppage inside 50-40 Eagles, who have been very impressive in this quarter. They only have the 2 goals to show for it for the time being. Secondary stoppage to come, but 14 and a half minutes in. The Eagles are 5-4-34. The Creekers are 5 straight 30, and they haven't hit the scoreboard at all in this second quarter. The current ladder leaders. Chance here for Shinmoni on the boundary. He's going to centre it towards the top of the goal square. Few hands onto it. No one able to claim the mark. And an Empey gave it away to Marshall. Now he's off to the races. Takes a bounce. A second as he exits defensive 50. Goes towards the middle of the ground. 1-on-1. Still works out for Diamond Creek. They get boot to ball. Bouncing one inside 50. Murphy, last man in defence. Got the handle away to Higgins. Over to Clancy Bland. It just bounced for him. Back to Higgins he goes. And then he gets it towards Falls, who should be able to take this mark. And he does. Defensive side of the centre wing broadcast side. Falls goes down the line. 1-on-1. Getting a hand onto it. Can Hobbs keep it in? He does keep it in for the time being. Dyson can't do the same. Ball goes out of bounds. So we've just talked up Beattie. He's not on the ground at the moment. So who's the next forward to stand up here for Whittlesea, Zach?
Well, you'd think it's Powell, who the guy who's able to get the Eagles' first goal of the afternoon. He's played full forward for majority this year. He's probably one that has to stand up. Dyson as well. He's been not able to hit the scoreboard at the moment, and maybe Whittlesea can take it out of the ruck and do it himself as well.
Nearly did on that occasion, but Rennie was able to go across goal. That's still a dangerous kick, and that's a free kick given away there by Chris Maloney, and it was pretty unnecessary in the end because the ball didn't end up going towards the Whittlesea forward, but I think we're going to have an opportunity here for Hempenstall.
Yeah.
The 23rd player who played the same role last year in his debut match. It's his first senior game of the season. Haven't seen him too much today, but now the 18-year-old is going to try his luck. He's kicked 5 goals in 5 under-19s games this year, so knows how to find the big sticks. And from about 30 metres out from goal, he's going to look to keep the scoreboard moving for the Eagles, and he sneaks it home. And Whittlesea have kicked 3 consecutive majors, and they push their lead out to 10 points. 6-4-40, Whittlesea. Diamond Creek are 5 straight 30, almost 17 minutes into the second quarter.
Just unnecessary. Like, that ball came across the goal and really was nowhere near it, Hempenstall, and just got taken out of the contest. So just another one of those undisciplined free kicks that might come back to bite Diamond Creek. So good on the young kid for converting on that opportunity, but disappointing for the Creekers.
Yeah, spot on. Definitely was not needed. The ball wasn't even close to him, but you've got to give credit to the Eagles, though, this quarter. They've absolutely dominated Diamond Creek, kicking 3 goals, 1 so far, and Diamond Creek yet to score as well. So the Eagles well on top at the moment.
Barrow in the middle, looking for Marshall. In the middle, it's Rennie that's going to kick it off the ground and got plenty of meterage on it. They're inside 50 to Creekers, and it's going to be a chance on goal for Camburus. What a response from Diamond Creek. Daniel Camburus with his 3rd goal of the season, and an immediate reply for Diamond Creek. We moved to 6 straight 36. They can't miss at the moment, trailing Whittlesea 6-4-40.
Just whenever either team is able to wrestle some momentum in this game, the other has a response. So it's great to see between the two sides who are 7-0, and Camburus just a brilliant kick on the left boot. I was just going to mention before that happened, it looks like Whittlesea is the deepest forward for Whittlesea after Beatty's gone off, so I'm sure we'll see him and Bland, whoever is the resting ruckman, will go deep forward if Beatty can't play further part in this game.
Oh.
Ball comes down, Barrow taps it down, and Marshall just hacks one off the ground, and it finds Pingree on the paint of 50 metres, and he points towards goal. He says, I've got this one. But he's just plays a bit of a trick and goes forward, or goes inside 50 and finds a teammate who gets hacked as he tries to take that mark. And it will be a shot on goal for Diamond Creek, and it might have been 50 metres paid. So it will be Blake Wiley, who, can you believe it, gives Diamond Creek the lead back. After it was a 10-point Whittlesea margin, just I think about 2 minutes ago. And all of a sudden, Diamond Creek, 7 straight 42, leading Whittlesea 6-4-40. And both sides just having a bit of chat inside forward 50 for the Creekers. That disperses, and Diamond Creek in front of the scoreboard all of a sudden.
It's 3 goals for the Creekers now from 50-metre penalties so far this afternoon. Whittlesea just have the one next to their name, but it already seems as though the discipline is taking over this game again at the same time of the quarter. And just as Whittlesea were all over them, looked like they're in full control, the Creekers have just gone bang, bang, and just like that, they're going to have to wrestle back this momentum.
23rd player today, Blake Wiley, kicks his first goal in senior footy in his 2nd game. Back in the middle, and Diamond Creek at it again. Rennie inside 50 he goes. The bounce didn't favour Pingree, but they've got numbers streaming forward. And it's going to be another free kick given away by the Eagles. It's going to be Diamond Creek who will have another shot inside of 50. And now this is really starting to hurt the home side.
So I didn't see the original incident, but it was Lucas Hobbs who gave away the 50-metre penalty. So Diamond Creek just asking whether the ball should be on the goal line, because I thought it was a downfield free kick, but the umpire has given it 25 metres out.
So Pingree, he's looking for his third major of the afternoon, and it's going to be 3 goals in 3 minutes. And Diamond Creek all of a sudden lead by 8 points. 8 straight, 48. So Whittlesea 6-4-40. And of all the sides to do that against, that's how many free kicks now?
4-1.
It's unbelievable ill discipline from this Whittlesea side, and they just need to keep their heads on straight and not blow up, because it could just gift Diamond Creek a few more goals as the ball finds its way back into the middle. Whittlesea needs to wrestle momentum back. Barrow gets a tap down to Marshall. They're going to go inside 50. Johnson does well to get a smother on that one, but we're inside the 50-metre arc for Diamond Creek. Camburis is going to send one towards goal from deep in the pocket. It's gone through. 4 straight for the Creekers. Can you believe what you're seeing here at Whittlesea Showgrounds? 9 straight, 54 Diamond Creek, leading Whittlesea 6-4-40. 21 minutes gone, second quarter.
Goal of the day, no doubt about it, from Daniel Camburis. An impressive finish for his second of the afternoon, but it seems like every time they go inside 50, Zach, they are turning it into goals.
There's nothing the Eagles could do about that one either. That's just an insane goal, and the Creekers just can't miss. 9 straight. And 3 of those being in the last 3 minutes.
Back in the middle, they are dominating in all aspects in the last 5 minutes. Bland's going to try his best to get it moving forward for the Eagles, but he's going to be coughed up.
I feel like the move has been Dale Marshall into the midfield. He's been kind of off half-back for most of the day, but they've thrown him into centre bounces over the last 5 minutes, and it's paid dividends.
Him and Rennie have been superb in that area of the ground, and Rennie almost got it again. So did Marshall. None of them on this occasion. They still win the clearance, though, do the Creekers through Watson. Adder gets to the spot, got the kick away, and the Eagles under enormous pressure at half-back. They go towards centre wing. Searle goes over his head. He'll win it back through Empey. Searle, handball inboard, wasn't great. Getting bumped off it, though, was Donaldson. Now the Eagles will move it forward. This is Carter, 60 out from goal. Handball's inside to Alisi. Didn't bounce for him. Carter kept running close to the boundary now. He's going to spear it towards the goal square. Mark not taken by Powell. Getting there first should be White, but the boundary line beats all comers. And this game has gone up about 10 notches in the last 5 minutes. The Eagles were up by 10 points only 5 minutes ago. And the Creekers lead by 14 as we tick towards halftime.
And it's still amazing to believe Whittlesea have had more scoring shots in this game than Diamond Creek, but the 6 goals for has hurt them, with Diamond Creek kicking 9 straight. So a kick towards goal for Whittlesea. It's gone to the goal square. Powers there, soccer off the ground, and I think it's gone through. It's Jack Taylor who gets that one for the Eagles. A much-needed one after what we've seen in the last 5 minutes. So margin back to single digits now. Whittlesea 7-4-46, trailing Diamond Creek 9 straight 54. And we've seen momentum swings both ways in this second quarter. Is this the start of another one for Whittlesea?
Well, I think their ability to work. Diamond Creek got another clearance from the centre ground, which has proven to be an issue for the Eagles this quarter. I think that's almost 5 in a row now for the Creekers. But Whittlesea's composure from back 50 to be able to still find its way forward, put enough pressure, top of the goal square, and get a goal out of it has to be commended, especially with the position that they're in of losing all the momentum they worked hard to get. Here they go again.
Falls, breaks the tackle, inside 50, and Clancy Bland with the mark. Alisi, a perfect tap as well. Tom Falls doing all the grunt work in the middle. We said there was midfielders needed to stand up. He's certainly been one of them, and now it's Whittlesea doing their best replication of Diamond Creek only a few minutes ago.
I think this is the move as well. Alisi, Ruck, Clancy Bland full forward with Beattie off the ground at the moment. Beattie's got that strength and power to dominate in that position, and here's his chance to get on the scoreboard.
So Clancy Bland comes in from 35 out. That one's missing, though, to the left. They move to 7-5-47, the Eagles. Diamond Creek a 9 straight 54. 7-point margin, 24.5 minutes gone, second term.
So the ball just looking to be returned back into the field of play here as Searle just waiting for it to take this kick out. But Whittlesea just need to set up and try and hold this ball inside their forward half. We're almost 25 minutes into this second quarter, so they'll hopefully look to get another score on the board. Both sides look to get another score on the board going into half-time as Searle eventually does get the ball back and plays on. Is going to go with a long ball to the outer wing. A handball over the top is intercepted by Whittlesea, and they're going to send it straight back inside forward 50. Ty Bland standing under it, but the Diamond Creek defender flying across in Keating is going to take the mark and just settle things for the Creekers. Finds Tobin short. He's at centre half back, and he's going to go short inside where he finds a teammate in Ken Kampa. Another little chip kick to Empey, and he's going to go to the outer side now. So in front of that scoreboard, and inside forward 50, Barrow was the target. Probably wasn't expecting it. And now the Whittlesea defenders looking to mop up. And Johnson's able to get a quick kick out of that contest. He's going to go to the wing, but it's a 2-on-1 contest in favour of Diamond Creek. Shinmani does well to beat two opponents. Gets a handball over to Clancy Bland, who sends one inside forward 50 to his brother. Running over the top. It's going to bounce in his favour. If he can take clean possession, he's got one defender to deal with. Just paddles it over the boundary line eventually. And it will be thrown back into play inside forward 50 for the Eagles.
How good was that from Shin Money? 2-on-1 against him, able to keep the ball moving forward. Looked like the one that wanted the ball the best out of the three. And that sets up this inside 50 stoppage for the Eagles. Clancy Bland, meanwhile, getting the tap. Here is that man, Shin Money, near the boundary line. He might have a shot. It's going to go across the face, though. Can they keep it going? No, it's going to be rushed through for a behind. And the Eagles are now 7-6-48. Diamond Creek are 9 straight 54.
Yeah, so 4 more scoring shots they've had in this first half, have Whittlesea, but trailed by the 1 straight kick. As Searle just looks to bring this one out of defence for Diamond Creek yet again. He's going to go the same as last time, long to that outer wing. Actually just pulls the kick a little bit and does find Empey, who's going to handball over the top. And now just trying to work this ball forward. Diamond Creek. Watson's long kick is intercepted. And now Whittlesea will... There probably isn't too much time left, so they're going to have to try and move this ball quickly if they want to get another score on the board in this first half. A long kick down the line does find a target in Hobbs. He's going to send it inside forward 50 for the Eagles, but Searle standing up strong and takes that mark on the half-back flank for Diamond Creek.
So he's just happy to assess his options. Is the Diamond Creek captain. Now he goes down the line with the kick. It went over the pack. Pingree at the end of it. He's able to grab it and send it inside 50. Off hands again. Creekers again with numbers surging forward. Ball hits ground level. Will they still be able to make it work? Chipping ball towards the pocket. And there is Wiley. Keeps his feet. Doing well is Higgins, who was desperate for the footy. Wiley almost won the intercept back. Higgins kept it forward. Camburis. And the free kick is going to the Eagles. And Paul Higgins, who has been excellent in this second quarter. Taking some crucial intercepts, as we know, but he's leading the way with no Xavier Damasi, and he's done really well. And then I'll say all that, he's coughed it up. Pingree takes the mark. It was touched on the way, but Whittlesea do win the ball back. Carter has to run backwards here because he's got not many options. Just got boots of ball. The bounce doesn't favour anyone but Barrow. Got it away to Rennie. Shrugged the tackle, then lost his hands. Now a chance here for Diamond Creek still. Ball hits ground level. Kick inside 50. At the back, Whittlesea, who are under a bit of pressure. Tobin's given away to free. And again, they were the ones causing the pressure, Diamond Creek. Probably not a necessary free kick. Murphy can keep it moving. Johnson just got the hand away. Shinmoni, handball into the corridor's a good one. Eagles now in their forward half. Kick towards 60 metres out from goal, finds Clancy Bland. Swings around on the left. He's got a one-on-one towards the top of the goal square. And the Creekers had the opportunity through Keating to take a simple mark.
Yeah, it was just Hempenstall got caught at the back there as the ball goes across the face of the defensive goal to White. He goes central and finds a target in Maloney. Outer side for the Creekers now. Defensive side of centre wing. And White does well to work forward and take that mark. So the Birds just making a bit of noise late in this first half. And a short kick back to Maloney, so he's got it on the half-back flank. I think Diamond Creek just want to run out this clock and see it to the half-time siren. A short chip kick. And it's going to be White again. And now he goes a bit longer But that one is intercepted by Adder. So maybe one last chance for the Eagles here if he can get it moving. Assesses his options up the ground and just goes with a short kick in the Clancy Bland direction. Can't take the mark. It's spoiled, and now Diamond Creek will go forward. Tobin gets it. The free kick been paid at his advantage. So at half forward for the Creek as a siren does sound. So Diamond Creek heading into the main break with a 1-goal lead. The Creek is 9 straight 54. Lead Whittlesea 7-6-48 here at Whittlesea Showgrounds.